Pretty neat, isn't it out? Looks kind of foggy. It always is first thing in the morning usually. Kind of neat. Something out of a horror book, huh? I have to take my time. I was hiking with somebody this morning when we woke up and left the shelter, but I couldn't keep up with them. And when that happens, you have to hike your own hike. So I'm behind. I don't have my stove. I don't know how the hell I left that behind, but I did. Ridiculous. This much stuff if I've lost on the trail. I'm very unorganized. I get to Franklin, taking a 0 day. Well, a Nero. Be hiking some miles into town. And if you do some miles, they call it a Nero. I planned so hard for this trip. Still managed to do a lot of things wrong. It's crazy. There's just no planning for it. You gotta get out here and see what you mess up on. Broke a strap to my backpack. A small one on the back. It's alright. I have a sleeping pad that won't stay up. Hate it. I'm about ready to do away with the tent and go cowboy camping. Maybe get a small tarp. I don't know. I get to Franklin, I'm going to regroup. White Blaze! Guess what? I'm not wrong way today. I'm right way. Yesterday, I hiked. And there was a period I didn't see any white blazes. It made me so nervous. It was getting late. I was trying to find a shelter. And I got a little emotional. But they didn't have many white blazes on that trail. And I was on the right trail. I did it right. We had 13 at the shelter last night. No bear activity. pretty flowers. They're very pretty. Just thought I'd get a picture of them. Okay, so I had to fill up with water. This is my water source right here. It's gonna have to work. There's no more water for a little while. So that is what I am using. Yeah.
No stress.
Look, we made it to North Carolina, Georgia border. Woohoo! One state down. Boy, am I happy. All right, guys. Headed to North Carolina now. Crossing over. See what I'm up against all the time, you guys. This is very hard. This is why I just don't know if I can make it all the way to Maine. I don't know. It's so hard. I still got 4 more miles of this. Everybody, look at this. Okay, I may have been crying and boo-hooing all the way to the top, but this is what I got when I got there. Wow, it's pretty much the top. Is that not beautiful? Awesome. So pretty. Look at that. Awesome, everyone. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful. All right, guys. I think I'm starting to go down now, and I'm so glad. I'm sorry about earlier. I know I was emotional. It's hard, people. It's very, very hard. And I can't help it but to cry. Sometimes that's what it takes to get me going, get me through. But I do know one thing. When I go to bed at night and wake up in the morning, I do feel like I've accomplished things. It does make me feel better. But today was really tough, but I was about over it. You get to the point where you actually really can't go no further. You really, really can't. And then it's like, when you get to that point, then you find out, oh, you only got 1 mile left. And there's a shelter. I like staying at the shelters because there's water sources there. And there's privies there. And there's bare cables or a bare box. Well, that was in Georgia. I don't know how that's going to be here in North Carolina. I heard that they don't keep it up as good as Georgia does. So we'll see. But I can hang my bear bag if I have to. It's been a tough day for me today. In this mountains, they'll break you. They'll make you cry. Don't think they won't, because they will. And I'm not the only woman on here that cries. They all do. They'll go, how was your day? I'm like, all right, everything was fine. I just cried. And they're like, oh, we did too. So, you don't start out crying, but towards the end of the day, yeah, it's pretty rough on you. North Carolina, guys. That's where I am. Oh, hey, I don't have my cooking system. Ugh. Can't get a new one till I get to Franklin. White Blaze. I had a friend let me use theirs though for my coffee and for supper last night. I do have my gas, my fuel. Ah, this feels so much better. It was rough. I'm talking people like 3 hours straight up climbing. Oh, that's a pretty view over there, you guys. Hang on, I don't know if there's a place. I don't really know if you could see all that or not. See a white blaze way down there? Good. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're spread too far apart. Kind of make yourself nervous. The rule of thumb is if you don't see one in half a mile, to go back, but or turn around and look, see if you see one marked going southbound on a different tree. Can't wait to get to the shelter. I'm in North Carolina though, guys. It's a major milestone for me. Hard. Very hard. Let me tell you what, coming in North Carolina, the introduction, it didn't impress me much. It was huge. Steep climb. Rough. About 3.5 to 4 hours of it straight up. My goal is to make it to Maine. I want to go to Maine, but man, it's really, really tough out here, people. I don't want to die doing it, you know? I'm trying. It's like right when you can't do any more, it's time. Your shelter's there. Okay, here's a hill. Little tiny mountain, little tiny one. I guess I gotta climb for a mile. At least there'll be water there and a shelter. I'm hiking by myself now. There's a pretty view, everybody. It's beautiful. Let me zoom in. And y'all see that? So pretty. Bunch of little tiny mushrooms on the tree. Kind of neat. Yeah, all down at one side of the tree. Everybody, these are trail angels, and these little boys are so wonderful. They lifted my spirit today. And that is their dads over there. They're cooking pancakes, and they have hot dogs for later. But these boys have really helped me out. I'm going to keep on the right track. I got a good little setup here.